Hey. Welcome to the Skinergy Squad podcast with your captain, Kristen Heath, and let's not forget, head cheerleader, Cindy Grossman. Let's go.
Hey.
Hey, how's it going?
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday is right. How was the weekend?
Oh, the weekend was great.
It was?
Yes, definitely. On Friday. Wait, first tell me your weekend, and then I'll tell you my weekend.
Well, let's see. Friday, I attended the Chamber of Commerce annual gala, 54th annual gala, and I believe you were there.
This gala?
Oh, yes, that gala. Thank you. Nice.
That would be the gala.
Nice. Yes, that was definitely the gala. And that was great. We were sponsors, silver sponsors, and it worked out well. We got to learn a lot.
Good.
The food was good. It was over at the DoubleTree in Cocoa Beach. Yes, Cocoa Beach. And then after that, we went for a nightcap to Heidi's Jazz Club.
I don't have any great videos from Heidi's, but that was my first time at the jazz club, and it was like the lady
really
was
nice.
Incredible. Yeah, it was a really
what
good
a story. Experience. What a story she has. She by day she works at Publix, and by night she's a jazz singer. So
amazing.
Her name was Kristen.
Yes, her name was Kristen. And remember the whole time we kept going back and forth if the guy was the brothers, the piano player.
Right.
Hi, Heather. I'm so glad you can watch.
I'm convinced that they were brothers. The Nebush brothers.
Nebush. Yeah, and those for just tuning on, this was us from Friday night at the Chamber of Commerce event. And then Saturday, what'd you do Saturday?
Saturday, we took a ride to Orlando. We ate at one of our favorite restaurants, Bosphorus, in Lake Nona. It's Turkish food. We love Turkish food. Yeah, we're big on hummus. Yeah, hummus, kebabs, that kind of stuff. We like that.
Saturday, speaking of Turkish food, Saturday I went to an international festival, and it was a lot of fun. I have a little...
I think we get the picture.
That was a clip from the festival, but they had music from all over. It was a lot of fun. Sebastian was running around.
Yeah, where's the clip of Sebastian dancing, please?
No? People have to pay for that, So, no, he was so much fun, and he was so well behaved, and he kept trying to run on stage. It was so cute, but that was my Saturday. And what'd you do Sunday?
Sunday, it was pretty cool. Hey, Tammy. We took a very long walk, over 4-mile walk in that cold. Yeah, believe it or not, Florida was cold this weekend. That's another thing you didn't mention. And I did a delivery for someone who needed some beautification materials. And just had a nice dinner by my folks. That was it. That was the weekend.
Yeah, Sunday we had a really relaxing weekend. Day, because it was so cold. We kind of just stayed, and I took the baby for a bike ride, and that was a ton of fun. So, but yeah, that's our weekend. So
yeah, but most people, most people who would say, you went out? We were watching football. Yeah, the 2 football games were pretty incredible. Upsets for sure.
I really was hoping that LA lost, but
yeah, LA won.
They were down for a long time, then they made the comeback.
I know. That's how the other team won also. It was 2 crazy games. I mean, the overtime and in the last few seconds, it was just crazy. Yeah.
So, who are you going for?
Joe and Matthew. They are the quarterbacks to be seen in the Super Bowl, that's for sure.
What's Joe's last name?
Burrows.
See, it's Burrow. People from New York call him Burrows. It's Burrow.
We like to put a...
Burrows is what you have in New York. But I heard somebody told me that he's very good under pressure. He's cool. They should call him Cool Joe. Joe Cool.
Cool Joe. Yeah, Joe Cool. Well, Joe Cool was hurt last year. And this is only his second season. And they only won, believe this or not, they only won 4 games last year.
It's incredible.
Bengals.
Like, they're underdogs for sure. So I'm definitely going to be rooting for the Bengals. So are you going to do something for the Super Bowl?
Yes, I'm going to do a Super Bowl pool. So anybody who's interested, yeah, definitely.
You take it seriously over here.
Absolutely, for sure. Gotta be in it to win it. Gotta do it. Gotta do it.
And I do notice, I know we're talking about football, but I do notice you have a Yankees hat on today.
Yeah, I noticed that it's
backwards.
It is backwards. It is backwards because it's National Backwards Day today. So everybody should have been doing things backwards.
Like
not only, like maybe your shirt backwards. Like not only is it National Backwards Day, but it's also National Hot Chocolate Day, which
I should have been drinking a hot chocolate.
Yes, hot chocolate. And it's also National Bubble Wrap Day. So squeeze those bubbles. Yes, bubbles. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Did you have a hot chocolate today? Because I know I'm a coffee drinker, but you always get hot chocolate when we go out.
I did not have time. I was running around today. Yeah, running. Drove down to West Palm, back. All good. All for mom.
Do you like driving? Do you like driving? Oh, yes. Shout out to moms that are listening and watching.
Yes.
So
it's all about them. For sure.
There's one good thing besides the doctors down south.
Oh, yes. Brooklyn bagels, Brooklyn water bagels, the best bagels. Yes.
In New York.
I have turned Kristen on to Brooklyn bagels.
In New York, where's the best bagel place?
Well, in my territory where I live, there were quite a few. Yeah.
Well, give me one.
It's all about the water. There was a place called Kitty's on Queens Boulevard. There was a place called...
A bagel place called Kitty's?
Yeah, Kitty's. There was another place called the Oasis that was on the Long Island Expressway Service Road. I remember Saturday night, midnight, you stopped there, you picked up your New York Times Sunday newspaper, and you got some bagels for the morning. Absolutely.
You're definitely aging yourself right now, but okay.
Why?
I mean, I feel like nowadays people get it like on their tablet or their phone.
You know, I think there are still a lot of New Yorkers who still love to get that Sunday New York Times. It was like this thick. It had all different sections. It was just fun. Yeah.
But the bagels. What's your favorite bagel?
You know, there's they do make a flagel. It's a flat bagel, but they don't always have
Judy is insistent that the bagels are just as good in South Philly.
Exactly. It's true. You know, I don't remember having a bagel when I was in Philly. Definitely a Philly cheesesteak. And I told her I went to that 4th Street Deli. That was some experience. But I don't remember having a bagel. I'll have to go back and have a bagel.
The Sunday crosswords.
See? Exactly. There you go.
Yes, definitely. So what's your favorite? You said a flagel?
A flagel. So a flagel, it's flat bagel. So you put it together, it's a flagel. So there you go.
So now are they just called bagel thins, like the ones that are like...
No. They're still called flagels. Brooklyn Bagel has flagels, but they're very hard to come by. And I'm a little upset because they don't slice them. And if I got them home and try to slice them, I'd probably lose a part of my hand or a finger. So not risking it. So I just go for the plain bagel.
But what? Oh, plain. Okay, plain.
Plain bagel, yes. But my husband... He's a Russian, a black Russian with seeds.
Oh, I was like, he's Russian. I was like, I've known him a long time.
No. He's not, but that's his favorite bagel.
The only black and white I like is the cookies, not the bagels.
Right,
but
right. Pumpernickel, a pumpernickel bagel. Yeah.
Oh, somebody loves everything bagels. I can get down with an everything bagel. I just don't want to be like kissing afterwards or my breath. I don't want to be having clients and then have an everything bagel.
Exactly. That's true. Absolutely.
Nova lox and cream
Oh,
cheese.
there you go. See? Absolutely. For sure. That's a classic.
So, okay, well, that sounds like a great weekend and a great day today.
Yes.
And if you said you're going to do that pool, so if somebody was interested, how would they?
Okay, so I'm setting it up. Anyone who spends $20 gets a box. So for every $20 you spend with Skinergy, whether it's on a service or a product, we're going to enter you in and we'll give you a box for every $20. So even if you wanted to do a certificate or something like that, I'll count that as well. That'll be fine.
And then they should just contact you.
Yeah,
I would say us, but I don't really know.
Right. Well, every quarter we'll go on Facebook. Maybe we'll do a Facebook Live, and we could just tell the winner.
Because we will be together on Super Bowl Sunday.
Yes.
I'm gonna get down in her kitchen. She has the dream kitchen, so we'll definitely have to talk about it on Monday when we come back. But so let's finish off. Who do you think is gonna win the Super Bowl?
I don't know.
I'm gonna go Bengals.
Last time I said something, and my niece Cassie got very upset at me because she's a big fan of the Buffalo Bills. So, yeah.
Okay, well,
you said
the two teams that are
you
playing.
You said the Bengals. Joe, you're going for Joe?
Yeah, Joe Cool.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for Joe too.
Okay.
Go Joe.
Okay, well, I'm not gonna be repping any Bengals gear. But
no, they have good gear. I like their gear. Yeah, it's nice.
Maybe I'll come in my Bucks gear, stay true. Even when they're
that's
how you know you're a real fan.
What about that? He's retiring. He's not retiring.
He is not retiring. Somebody leaked some crap and he came back and he was like, whoa, like I didn't retire.
No,
you think that he did?
No, I think it's all about him and that wife of his, and they just have to take the attention on themselves. He lost, so he's a sore loser, and here we are talking about him. Leave it alone already. Give somebody else a chance.
I'm pretty sure I got a text from somebody saying Tom Brady retired.
Yeah, it was all over the news. All over the news. It was.
Okay, well, let's go Bengals, right?
Let's go Bengals. Oh, and another thing happening this week, Groundhog's Day. What do people think about Groundhog's Day? I mean, down in Florida, I don't think we even have a groundhog. Certainly you can't see its shadow, but it might be a little cool on Wednesday when it is Groundhog's Day.
Real love will kiss you with everything bagel breath. Aww.
There you go. That's nice. These are just little things that keep popping up. So
yes. But my dad's going for the Bengals. Oh, somebody on Facebook's going for the Bengals.
Bengals. Nice. Bengals.
I'm sorry, I cut you off with what you were saying.
Groundhog's Day. Groundhog's Day. So
do you think that there's going to be more winter?
I really think there is. It's just, I mean, Florida, we had temperatures in the 30s.
We have two people whose birthdays on February 2nd.
Oh, excellent.
So my friend and also cousin's birthday is the 2nd, and Tammy Gibbs' birthday is the 2nd.
Happy you guys, birthday.
Also the 2nd is a big deal in my life. I'm going to court, so please, you guys, if you're praying people. No, nothing serious, but
that's really putting it out there.
We keep it honest on this channel. So
I see that.
If you want to come to the courthouse in Melbourne and support me.
Right. Oh, and one other thing. Before Groundhog's Day, it's actually Chinese New Year. And I think this means something. It's the year of the tiger. So I think that's
Give me your best roar. Give me your best roar.
No, I think that has something to do with the Bengals and the tiger. So I think
I
think it's going to
So you
happen
know
for
how
them.
last episode we talked about my jobs and having a lot of jobs? Well, one of the
Yes.
jobs we didn't talk about is I worked in animal services. And one time we had
A tiger?
Don't
You had a
no.
tiger?
Better than a tiger. We had a hoarding case of Bengal cats. Have you ever seen a Bengal cat?
No.
This woman, I'm going to look it up real quick. But she had a hoarding case of cats. It was intense. And these Bengal cats are known for like jumping, but they're like beautiful. But it was intense. I mean, she probably had 50, 60, 70, I can't remember, but it was a lot of cats and they look so beautiful. My phone, of course, is not working, but for those who don't know, look up a Bengal cat. And we had so many of them. But they're beautiful. But they're like wild. They're like kind of look like a tiger, but intense. So with that, we're going to talk about expectations. Our episode this week is Expect the Unexpected. So I feel like in life, we all have expectations of people. People have expectations of us. And I feel like there's been unrealistic expectations. I'm going to start off and say one expectation that I feel like has come recent, maybe for a while, but really have made prominent since the whole pandemic, is the expectation of single income people making it. Rent, ridiculous. I mean, it's just very intense. Don't you have, I mean, you own your home, but you know how much prices are and things are. Don't you feel like what they expect of people, Cindy?
Absolutely. For sure.
Yeah. And then daycare, that's crazy. They expect people to be able to pay these crazy prices for daycare. But anyways, those are some. Have you had any expectations?
Of course, growing up in New York, there were a lot of expectations. I was the younger of two children. My brother was quite the genius, so there was pressure, but I unfortunately or fortunately didn't really take it too seriously, and I went on my own path, and I flew like a bird.
Would you say that you and your brother took separate paths, or?
Oh yes, very different paths. For
You
sure.
didn't feel pressure to like go to?
No, I never felt pressured. My mother never pressured me. My father never pressured me. Never.
Aww.
Never. There was never pressure to get married, to have a baby, nothing. Nothing. They let me fly.
I would say I have a little different. I definitely didn't have like the pressure to get married, but I definitely had the expectation that if you wanted to live with your boyfriend or have sex with your boyfriend, that you were expected to be married. And, these were more beliefs upon my mother. I think she just wanted the best for us, but, expected us to have good grades. We went to church several times a week. Like, we are expected. She really wanted all of her children to, have a relationship with God. And, I think that she's proud. I know that she's proud of all of her children. Maybe we weren't all the expectations, but I think we exceeded in a lot of other ways. So I'm waiting for her to pop on and give me her spiel. But those are some expectations as a child. And I think another expectation, like growing up, I've always been a larger, no, that's not the right word, bigger person. Like I'm tall, I'm 5'9". I'm big boned. I played sports. I'm like bigger. So like I felt the unneeded pressure of like, you have to be skinny, you have to wear this. And, growing up, I didn't have the luxury of going to every store I wanted or having this or having that. So like I put the pressure on myself, like, oh, I'm expected to look a certain way or be a certain somebody. And I think that I've definitely learned. Very proud of me and my siblings. I'm assuming that's my mom on Facebook. I've just learned that you can't meet everybody's expectations and you should set your own and hope to meet those. So
Absolutely. Because if you don't, there's a lot of sadness that happens. I mean, recently you just read about the Miss USA. She had everything going for her, and she decided that
Yeah.
she didn't want to be in this world anymore. I mean, that's the saddest thing. So no, you be you for who you are.
Did they
Because
say anything? I didn't really get to check into that, but
well, they started saying that she had this pressure of aging, and I mean, it's just crazy. She
she
was
wasn't
Miss
that old,
US.
right?
No, 30 years old, Miss
Yeah.
USA in 2019. I mean, a successful lawyer. She had everything going for her. It just doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. And
Did you ever
she was even an advocate on suicide and mental illness and stuff like that. Just crazy, crazy.
did anybody ever feel, or did you feel expectations of, being a woman and having children, and, you know, that you should, as you were getting older?
No. If anything, I put the pressure on myself.
Mhm.
My thing always was, you can meet somebody, you can have a child, but I have parents that are married 58 years. So I have this picture of what, you know, wonderful husband and wife and a wonderful marriage is all about. So with me, if that was going to be the pressure, and I put the pressure on myself, and I waited for the right man to come along, and he finally arrived, and that's just the way it
Aw.
is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with kids, I'm a new mom, and there's expectations that are out there that you don't even realize, even down to silly things like my son, as most people know, he has luxurious, lovely hair, and people like expect you to cut his hair. And oh, somebody said good for Cindy. Oh, you did it the right way. Yeah, like people expect him to look a certain way, or like as a mom, like you're expected, like not, I don't know if expected is the right word, but like you shouldn't give your kids this much sugar, or I mean, I don't give him a lot of sugar, but kids shouldn't have juice till they're 2 or 3, or yeah, you do. But like, there's just like expectations as a mom, like, and you just have to put them out of your head and know that you're a good mom or a good dad or good parents, and the only thing you should expect is really nothing. I feel like when you expect something, that's when life throws you those curveballs.
No
You know?
expectations. Nope.
No
Nope.
expectations.
No.
Well, I don't know. I don't know why we feel like we have to have these. Do you think like social media plays a role?
Of
And
course.
yeah.
Of course. I mean, when was it popular to have, I'm sorry to say this, I'm putting it out there, a big booty? I mean, the Kardashians and J-Lo. I mean, it's like all of a sudden you go to the gym and all you do is see these girls on those step masters. It's all they do. They just want that. It's crazy.
Yeah,
That's an expectation. That's an expectation. I
yeah.
mean,
I think I told you that I've never seen, everyone to each their own body. But like, even for me, like I'll be watching TikTok and, they're quick 30-second, 1 minute videos, but you watch so much of it. You're like, should I go get a BBL? Like, what
no,
is going on here? It's like,
no.
I didn't even really know what a BBL was until recently. And it's like, I have people that I know that are 23, 24, 25 getting things done, that it's like, again, some people have reasonings, but I just like, again, what we stress with Skinergy is we want people to know that what you were handed in life, you can be beautiful in that. Like, you don't have to change anything. If you want to change, more power to you. But nobody should make
Exactly.
you feel like you have to change anything about yourself. Like, we encourage and want everyone to be healthy and happy, and, right?
Exactly.
I feel like I
Yeah.
just went on a little
Somebody wants
tangent.
to know what a BBL is. And somebody
No
wrote,
way.
I think you have to have goals. Oh, and George Grossman wrote, great job. Thanks, Dad.
Aw, back to real. I'm sorry, I'm slacking on the comments. Heather wrote, definitely expect a lot of myself as a mother, sometimes unrealistic. Yeah, sometimes it's crazy. Like, the biggest thing I get down on myself, and I know Heather could probably agree, is like food. Like, you see these moms whose kids, I was in this group and the moms would post photos of their kids' meals, and it was like, the color of the rainbow on this beautiful, like the plate was aesthetically pleasing. And like after working and picking up the sun and making dinner, it's like, I'm lucky if I hit meat, protein, and vegetable, and then you're lucky if he even eats it. It's like you put these expectations that we have to do these things. Oh, Barb Snow says we're both beautiful on the inside and always shining. Thank you, Barb
Thank
Snow.
you.
Oh, and then back to a BBL. Do you want to tell them
Yes.
what a BBL is, or do you want me?
Honestly, I didn't know what it was, and she's telling me all about this, and I'm
Brazilian
like,
butt lift is a BBL.
crazy.
Thank you, George Grossman. Yeah, so people have these expectations. They look at the Cardi B's of the world and like we always talk about Kim K. Even though I thought she said her butt was real, I thought she got like x-rays done. Just leave her alone. You're such a Kim hater. Anyway, people are expected. But it's like, again, somebody said about having goals. Yes, it's good to have goals, but when we don't meet them or have an off day, just get back on.
Absolutely.
What does somebody say about their own race? What's a
That's
famous
right.
George Grossman
You
line?
have to run your own race. Right.
Yes.
That's for sure.
Aw, Kristen, you have exceeded our hopes for you. We've always wanted our kids to be happy. Yeah, see, it's all about being happy.
Oh, of
Happy.
course.
Thank you, Jeannie. So,
Absolutely.
leading into expectations, the next, I don't even want to call it a holiday, but most people don't get off that day, so I don't know why we call it a holiday. But Valentine's coming up, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Lots of pressure.
Yeah, have you had any good Valentine's Day stories?
Yeah, a couple of years ago, I remember my husband took me to Miami Beach. We spent the weekend. Yeah, we went to kind of like my old stomping ground. I used to live there. A great Italian restaurant that I absolutely loved, and
Aww.
it was a lot of fun. And of course, we had to go to Soul Cycle and get our fix with our bike and stuff, but it was just such a nice, relaxing weekend. And everybody said, "Oh, Miami, it's crazy," but we had a good time. We really did. It was a very
Aww.
nice weekend. Yeah, it was nice. It was fun.
Are you going to do anything this Valentine's Day, or you don't know yet?
Well, this Valentine's Day comes out on a Monday, so not so easy
I
to
think your husband works.
celebrate.
He's pretty dedicated. He's
Yes.
expected to be in that office on Monday.
Oh yeah, no, he wouldn't take off. He wouldn't take the day off. That's for sure. Valentine's Day. Oh, I gotta take the day off. I don't
No,
think that would
I don't
work.
think so either. Maybe
No,
Sunday, you guys. No,
no,
maybe not Sunday. Maybe Saturday. Oh no,
no.
you'll be away. But no, I can't even think. I was trying to think today when I was thinking about our topics about Valentine's Day, and nothing that great. Like, but again, I
Well,
don't expect anything. Like the relationship, that I'm in now, we both kind of feel the same way that, we love each other all the time, as cheesy as that sounds. And yeah. What is that face for?
no, no.
No,
I
there's
think
definitely a
I think
face.
we should I think we should get a man's point of view on Valentine's
Yes,
Day. Because
I
I mean it's
definitely.
easy for us to say, oh, we love chocolates, we love this, we love getting a gift. But I think it's time. Let's bring
Yes.
on some guests.
And I think this is very monumental. This is Skinergy's first guest. I didn't even think about it. And we have
First, two guests.
yes, and we have two strong men coming on. Do you want to give a little spiel about them without giving their names
Well, I
away?
think you should give a spiel about one, and I'll give a spiel about the other.
Okay. So it just came to my mind how many people probably think it's the love because we're talking about Valentine's Day. I love this man
Why? Of
that's
course.
coming on. And I guess they say they're your first love, which I guess that sounds a little weird, but I loved him at a very, young age when I first opened these beautiful eyes of mine. But no, the guest that I'm going to bring on is my father. And he, for those that don't know, lived in Pennsylvania with his wife and his stepson and their beautiful grandbabies. And they just moved from right outside of I don't know, I want to give their personal information. Anyways, they moved from basically like a suburb. Now they live in the country. We went and visited, and there's more buggies and horses and cow poop than there are cars. It's such a nice, like, it's just a different pace of life, and they chose to live out there. They do have nice far drives, but they enjoy it. And so I'm excited to learn his point of view. He has been married. He'll tell you about himself, but yeah. So, and then tell me about your guest.
Well, my guest is the love of my life. So but anybody who knows me knows who that is. But I do love my dad too. He's very special, but we'll have him on another show.
We'll have a different episode. So without further ado, my father and Mitch Grossman.
Oh, Mitch! Mitch Grossman!
My brother's
I'm sorry, Mitch. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Anyways, hello. Hi, guys.
Hi there.
Welcome to Skinergy. Thanks
Mitch
for being our
Goldman.
I'm sorry, Mitch Goldman. I'm sorry. Look
I'm the Grossman. He's the Goldman.
He's the Goldman. So, guys, do you want to, don't be shy.
Well, Valentine's Day has always been, I think, a lot of pressure. And I think the single worst thing that a man can hear leading up to Valentine's Day is the woman or the partner going, "You don't have to get me anything." Really?
Bullshit. Yeah. Bullshit.
Judy and I, we don't do a big gift on Valentine's Day. We have in the past gone to a wonderful Italian restaurant that was close to us, and that was like our Valentine's Day, an evening to ourselves. This year could be different, having now, living with my stepson, his wife, and the 2 grandkids. It would be a little bit more busy. But I think everybody puts too much pressure on themselves when it comes to Valentine's Day. And I'm sure there's a lot of women who say, "I don't want anything," who maybe don't, but if nothing shows up, ooh.
I don't even think that I got a happy Valentine's Day last year. But the thing is, I didn't expect it. I mean, I did was like, oh, dang. But like, it just put into he says it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal to me. But then when you really don't even get a happy Valentine's, you're like, oh, we really just skip on to the next day. But I get what you're saying. It's almost like with any gifts for women, I feel like, especially women like Cindy and I that buy each other or ourselves anything we want. When you tell the guy, "Oh, don't worry about getting me anything," and then we secretly tell our girlfriends like, "Oh, we really better get that Range Rover." I mean, any gift. Did you catch that, Mitch?
You're already insulted him. It's over.
Oh my goodness.
I wanted to relate a little bit additional story about what Cindy talked about when we went to Miami. She didn't tell you the whole story. When was the last time you were at that area, Cindy?
I don't know. Probably 10 years ago.
Right. So we went to this restaurant and that Cindy said, "Oh, I used to come here." Would you believe that the owner was there? And he remembered Cindy from 10 years later. And it's like, he's looking around. It's like, "Oh, I'm Cindy's husband." So it's like, yeah, don't ignore me. He was very focused on Cindy.
Did she have her red lip, Mitch? Her signature red lip on?
Of course. But
she's so stunning. It's please.
Breathtaking. But the interesting thing about this place is her parents went there too when they were much younger. So it had family symbolism.
Aww. You're a good gift giver.
Place.
Do you ever feel like... Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, so no, Andrew's right. There's a lot of pressure, and especially, if you're not married and you're just dating, it's like, what do you do? And I think women tend to read things more into things than perhaps men do, right, Andrew? Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So
do men expect gifts from women?
No.
No.
When was the last time you saw a commercial on TV advertising specifically to women to buy men a Valentine's gift?
Me and Cindy advertised. We root for the men all the time.
Great for you. I haven't seen it on ABC, CBS, NBC, or ESPN. Just saying.
Okay.
And honestly, I think it became so kind of anti-men that they do Galentine's Day now. That
Oh, you guys got a question for the guys. What song describes your marriage? Oh, let me give you a little story before Mr. Sappy over here. He probably is going to start crying. They travel a lot in the car, okay? To get to the local gas stations about 45 minutes away. Oh. So, I mean, they're always in the car. And then before that, they did lots of road trips from PA to FL, which is like about 14, 15, 16, depending how fast my dad's driving, hours. So they spent a lot of time. So they have a lot of songs. So what describes your marriage? It's going to be hard for them to choose. So
One More Day, Diamond Rio.
Oh, One More Day. They probably don't know that. It's a country song. Okay, Mitch, what about you?
One song?
Yeah, one song.
Only one?
Yeah.
Well, you probably don't know the group, but Blood, Sweat, and Tears. You Make Me So Very Happy. You make me so very happy. I won't sing anymore. My wife's the singer.
Oh, that was good, Mitch. That was good.
Thank you.
That's a good one. That was a good question.
Mm-hmm.
Cindy, what about, would you pick a different song to describe your marriage, Cindy?
Yeah, probably.
You're not going to let us in on that song?
Maybe How Deep Is Your Love?
How does that one go?
How deep is your... Oh, sorry, I don't want to sing. Did you notice the hat is backwards hat? I found
really
this one.
Want to know.
Okay. This is interesting. Mitch, flip your hat. What's your hat? Let's see.
The Cardinals or St. Louis.
Oh.
Because
put the Yankees hat back on.
No.
She
Andrew,
has a few.
Don't you think that the most important thing is just being attentive and making every day a special day?
Exactly.
That's what it's all about.
Every day.
Little things, every day.
And it's the small stuff. I agree with that. It's the little, the good morning, little kiss on the forehead, or the little, Mitch, I mentioned the little notes that you leave Cindy, or in my case, like before my podcast, I get a little, you're going to be great on that's like the cute things, So Valentine's Day to me really is just another day. But Mitch, I told everyone,
a grand gesture. It's that kind of like, I don't know. It's every day doing something like holding the person's hand when we're walking.
Yep.
Something small like that, but it's meaningful.
Or if you're in Pennsylvania, turning on their electric blanket half an hour before they go to bed.
That's nice. Oh, that's very nice.
Oh,
that's very considerate.
Yeah.
Even starting the car.
His wife agrees.
Starting the car. Yes, that's nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Did you shovel the driveway, Dad?
No.
Oh.
We have enough cars to cover the driveway.
Oh, that's good. I was going to say, or a snowblower. That's always good.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I think that those are really good perspectives. And I think a lot of men can agree that that's correct. So maybe us ladies should lighten the pressure.
Right. Expectations.
Yes, expectations.
Right.
Have any of you guys Mitch, you've been a lawyer for a long time. Do you put expectations on yourself to close this many deals or do this or do that, or got to work
you always
certain?
have expectations that you're going to be doing the very best for your client. And if you miss something or it doesn't work out quite the way you expected, then yeah, if you're conscientious, you're disappointed in yourself. Sometimes you're disappointed in the client, but usually yourself.
Pressure. Dad, do you have any expectations that you put on yourself?
I expect to do the best that I can do every day. And I expect the people I work with to try and do the best that they can do every day. And when they don't, and I know that they can do better, I find that very frustrating. But when you were talking about, growing up, my parents divorced when I was 14, and I was out of the house by the time I was 16 and a half. I never had any expectations from anybody. Mm-hmm. I just, I wasn't expected to do this job, do that. So, all the expectations I've had have been given to myself, but my expectations is to get through it every day the best way I can.
Mm-hmm. Good. Did you have any expectations of your kids?
My kids, I expect my kids to be happy. Whatever they're doing, as long as
are your kids happy?
I think my kids are happy.
Oh, your kids are happy. At least I can speak for myself. I'm very happy. And I'm happy that you're on my show or our show and you're like our first guest. We really appreciate it. Mitch, you too.
Thank you. Mitch,
did you have any expectations?
Yeah. Did your parents put any pressure on you, Mitch?
Not my mom. She always said she wanted us to do the best that we could. My dad, he probably had more expectation that we would go to college. Right. But mom said it didn't matter what we did as long as we earned an honest living.
Right.
That's good.
Yeah. True. That is good.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
A little bit different.
Cindy, do you have any expectations on yourself now? What do you do when you don't meet your expectations?
Who, me?
Anyone out to the crowd.
It really sort of not winds me up, but when for case in point, this week at my work, my boss is away for at least 3 days. So he leaves me a list of work that he's expecting me to get done for the next 3 days. And I will do everything I can do to get it done. And I know there's more work there than I can get done. But I will work my hardest, expecting to get it done. And when it gets to the end of the 3 days or however long it is, and I haven't got it done, I will just sit there going, I could have done better. I could have done better. I could have got more done. But, there are only so many hours in a day.
What about you, Mitch?
I get kind of disappointed in myself. So hopefully that doesn't happen too often because that's not a good thing.
What about you, Cindy?
Yeah, I mean, I think we all have expectations of ourselves, but I think, as long as you try your best, you can't beat yourself up about it, constantly. You have to say, look, you try. And I mean, I've changed my life completely the last few years. And, there are expectations as becoming a wife and, what my husband expects of me. I'm not quite sure all the time, but I try. I do try.
No,
and of course, my parents, have expectations of me, and I certainly always try to be there for them as well. Yeah. It's pressure.
Under pressure.
Right.
Well, I can't wait to hear both of you guys what happens on Valentine's Day. I have another question for the gentleman. Let's say, well, my dad has been married a long time, but either one can answer. If you start out like a Valentine's Day or a Christmas or a birthday and you buy them X, Y, and Z, is it expected that the next year and then the next year, do you guys feel like you set that precedence?
No, I don't.
Mitch?
You mean upgrade the
Mitch, please.
No,
yeah, like if
not at
one year
all.
you buy diamond earrings, the next year you can't, just do dinner. I mean, you
He
could.
can. He can.
I can.
Absolutely.
It's not the grand.
It's not about the gifts. It's really where the heart is.
Right.
Where the heart is.
One of the differences here between the 4 pictures, one person is, still in her prime.
Are you talking about me?
Yes. There are 3 other people here who have had a lot more experience.
Right.
I probably, of all 4 people on these pictures, my expectations is a lot lower.
No. I'm not saying of expectations. But what we understand as the Valentines, the Christmas, the birthdays, it doesn't mean so much about gifts anymore. It's about what you feel about the other person.
I
how you
am just
express
giving Mitch a hard time. I know that it's not about gifts.
No, not at all.
No. I was the one that told you I'm not even going to get the gift of Happy Valentine's Day. He may now that I'm making it a thing. But no, he probably won't. He'll do it like the day after.
No.
Like that's the way that
okay.
Like kind of like when my birthday cards, like my dad and stepmom love to send me birthday cards like a week after the birthday or 2 weeks. Like I didn't expect birthday cards on the birthday. It's not their fault. Postage between the states.
Yeah, it was
for some reason.
It is pretty much our fault.
Oh.
Judy would call and be like, I have the birthday card and I've had it in my purse since before your birthday. I just, this mailbox I drive past every day. I just keep forgetting to put it in. Gotcha. But I think things like that are funny. Like, I have a friend and his friend wishes him happy birthday either before or after his birthday. Like he expects the birthday before or after, not on. So I think expectations are all relative to the situation.
Absolutely. Yeah.
We expect people to like and subscribe our pages. I'm just kidding. We don't.
There you go.
What are your expectations with regard to your business, your new bit with Skinergy? That's a good question.
Yes, it is.
Me, wait. What was the question? Please repeat.
What are your expectations with regard to Skinergy?
Cindy, you want to kick it off and then I'll finish, or do you want to go? No, expectations. I go to work every day. And I hope that my clients that trust me, whether it's sugaring, facials, anything, I have expectations to make them happy, make them feel comfortable. Maybe if I can teach them a thing or two, that's a goal of mine. But I have really high expectations for myself. And a new thing that I started is dermaplaning. Do any of you gentlemen know what dermaplaning is?
Isn't that with a blade?
Oh, Mitch. Golf, round of applause. Yes. So that's something I could do with my license from the very beginning. And a lot of people were like, oh, do dermaplaning. And I wanted and expected myself, I wanted to go get an extra certification and become super comfortable, because putting a blade to someone's face, like, I mean, I know women that buy them from Walgreens and think they know what they're doing, but they can add more damage. So I just hold myself very high expectations with my job, and I try not to get myself down. Luckily, it hasn't happened too many times, but starting a business, you have these expectations of making this much money and doing this and doing that. And you learn very quickly that, you're 1 or 2 people and there's only so much you can do. So I just try to set really realistic expectations. And I surround myself with people like my parents, like you and Cindy, that really love and support me. So when I'm feeling like I'm not going to reach a goal, or I haven't reached that expectation, that I just feel that the love and support around me, so helps me get through those times that I may not reach my expectation.
Excellent. And with me, I constantly tell people I'm really in this to educate people on great skincare, and I'm not looking to hard sell anyone a $500 eye cream. I'm not the lady in Mace at the Macy's counter. I really want to educate people. I want to be able to provide them a skin analysis, which is truly going to help them, men and women. So
thank you. I don't know who this is because there's no name, but thank you to the Facebook user.
Yes, you are doing great.
It's George.
It's George. No,
thank you.
So.
No, George has his name up there.
Yeah, Dad has his name up.
I think it's her mom.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe my mom.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate it. And I really couldn't be where I am today if it wasn't for, I remember life before my business. And then sometimes I forget. I feel like it's been it's my mom. I feel like it's been so long, but I really feel like I couldn't, do it without the help from my friends and family. Like, I'm really, really appreciative of it. And like this podcast, do you remember how we brought it up, Cindy? Okay, if I'm going to be really honest, I wasn't a huge podcaster, but speaking of significant others, he is a podcaster. And I just thought it was so cool. And like, it wasn't even just the podcast. Their podcast is awesome. Sports, wrestling, that kind of stuff. But it's the feeling, like when he would get off and be excited. And I was like, oh, that sounds like fun. And, podcasting is the way, like with our business, you just have to always like look to the future. What's next? What's next? What's next? And this is the way it's going. Everybody has I never realized we're in a podcast group. Is it just women, Cindy?
That one is, yes.
Yeah. And I mean, there's thousands upon that. I'm like, how is there so many podcasts? So we kind of jumped on the bandwagon, and it's just been great, right, Cindy?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's also a nice way for people kind of to get together on a Monday night at 8:00 and chat it up and ask us questions and make their own comments. So it is fun. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. And I think that we're so happy that you guys were our first guest.
Yes, thank you so much.
Andrew and I have an announcement to make.
Oh,
we're going to start our own podcast. It's going to be on 9:00, and it will follow yours.
What's the name of it, Mitch, so we can plug it?
It's going to be called Andrew and Mitch Tell All.
Tell all.
Tell all.
We know lots of stories.
Oh boy. Okay.
Oh goodness.
That'll be great.
Are you guys going to be awake at 9:00? I don't know. The two of you maybe at 9.
4 a.m. comes very early.
Oh
yeah. He gets up at 4.
Sure.
Mitch gets up early too. Mitch, what time do you get up? He's in the 5. Okay, 4 a.m., 5 a.m.
Yeah.
My dad can drink a cup of coffee, which I'm surprised it's not like in front of him. Oh, is it coming? A cup of coffee, and he'll go to bed when we get off the podcast.
In his Yeti cup.
Yeah. It's probably a Walmart cup because he's not that type of guy, but
yes, that's okay. It's a Yeti.
But anyways, gentlemen, we really appreciate any final words for the guys, Cindy.
No, thank you so much for coming on, and thank you for your candid message
the men's
to all of us.
And I think women should take, listen to what these guys said, and we shouldn't put so much pressure.
Right. No pressure.
And maybe give them like a chocolate or something, surprise them.
Yes. There you go.
Or cook them breakfast. Like guys like, food, cook them breakfast, make them dinner.
Cindy already does that.
I was going to say, I get that on a fairly regular basis.
Okay, guys. Come on now. Maybe something special, I can't think of anything.
Every day is special.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, well, on that note. Just us, Cindy.
Just us. Well, before we run out of time, I do want to mention, I did put this on Facebook. Those who are local, 98.5 The Beach, we have something special going on from 6 to 10 in the morning. So if you listen in, you will definitely hear us. So give us a shout out. But go on their Facebook page. Actually, not their Facebook page, but
No.
if you go on their website, you can fill out the birthday application to be called on, you call in on your birthday.
Yeah, they
so that's
explain
good.
it a lot more. But in 98.5 The Beach, can't you listen to it? Like, even if they're not local?
I listen to it. Yeah, I actually listen to it on my phone. You're right. 98.5 The Beach. Just type it in and it comes right up. And it was fun. I listened today and we had 2 commercials and you'll hear our voices. And then they talk a lot about us. Larry McKay, he's the morning guy. He talks a lot about us. He got my name wrong today, but I'll forgive him for that.
Should we call you? You should have changed your name to Sandy.
No. He better not do that tomorrow because I will be listening.
Yeah, Monday through Friday if you want to listen.
Monday to Friday from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m.
Yes, definitely. And then
but like Tammy, your birthday's coming up in 2 days. Go on to their website and fill it out. And then if you're the first caller, you'll win the Skinergy gift certificate. So
yes, Heather too, you too. I think
Heather,
you get a gift card from us. They have food gift cards. So
yeah,
I mean, a lot of people don't listen to the radio. I mean, I don't listen to the radio very much.
I like the music. It's my kind of
jam. They have all different types, but we really appreciate everybody tuning in and listening to our show. And I did want to pull up, I'm all about the things today. Me and Cindy made these new brochures. For those of you that are listening and not watching, I'll try dropping them in the link or a comment, but our new brochures that talk about everything that we do. And again, for those who don't know, we are located in Satellite Beach. And if you make an appointment, we love to see you guys. We do skincare. We do facials. We do sugaring. Cindy needs a sugaring appointment. We do makeup. We do tinting. Men, women. Right, Cindy?
Yes, absolutely.
What's Cindy's favorite thing? Tell the people.
My eyebrows and eyelashes. Yes. My tinted eyebrows.
Yeah, Valentine's Day. We're talking about expectations. Men would not expect. I bet none of those 2 men down that were on our show today have had a spa day. I wouldn't necessarily make them get sugared on Valentine's Day, but we do skin analysis for men and women. Maybe give them a little facial. That would be unexpected. Expect the unexpected.
Yes.
So.
Yes.
But yeah,
and we have these great couples packages. So while the gentleman is getting a facial, you can be doing a skin analysis on what products will really help your skin, and then vice versa. He can come out, you go in for a great relaxing facial.
You like my hat today?
Yeah, I like the hat. It's
interesting. Have you ever been to Amsterdam?
No.
Oh, keep that in mind, Mr. Goldman. I'll never, ever forget his last name. That's the second time I've done that. Both very, very monumental times. So anyways, and if you want to know about our specials at the little exit clip, you'll see them. But they're also on our Facebook. So please, guys, if you like our show, subscribe, we love the comments. My dad's got a pedicure before. I think other men we know.
Yes.
Somebody said they wish they lived closer. I bet that's a New York person. We wish you lived closer too. Hope you guys are all staying warm. I think it's going to warm up here. But if you like our show, you like our podcast, please follow us on Facebook. Reach out to me and Cindy. We love talking to everybody. And anything coming up, Cindy? Anything else you want to say?
No, I think we look forward to next Monday.
Wyoming.
Hey, Wyoming.
Yes. Oh, great show. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And we will catch you. When will we catch them? Next Monday.
Next
yes.
Monday.
Have a great day, guys. Great night.